I had to hit the wrong button, right? Welcome back to Dinset's Tech and Not Badass. I'm your arrogant host, Von Fry. Checking to see. I always, if you're wondering why doesn't he look at the camera, because I want to check and make sure I'm on the right screen and that the mic's working, to tell you the truth. How is everybody today? We got Programmer here, Mr. 10 Years. We're going to, 4 nonstop chapters. We're going to finish the stream tomorrow, I guess, with 16 and 17. Or are those short? I don't know. I'm on fire. We have one more step in the whatever I've concocted over here. I'm slightly smoldering. Grok doesn't really want to do damage to you as much as it'd beat you up and turn you into a zombie before. Now, in the last week, I've been asking it to turn me into a zombie, and I have not been getting zombie results. But you were replaying the last 4 chapters the other night with the Kafka bow and the Alurna whip combo. I haven't done a lot with the whip yet. That could just be because the boss was a pain about it. Not my usual go-to set, but it was surprising how much fun it was. Well, if you're wondering why I was a little bit late here, I was putting together a little something, okay? Now, I want some thoughts. Programmer, 10 years. Bear with me, okay? I'm going to push the button, all right? Boom. Now, I'm not pleased with it. In order to try to get the green screen composite thing to work there, you can see there's a lot of green spill I had to work with. So I asked Grok to make this, okay? And I think overall, I said, make like a steampunk frame, have the plaque at the bottom, all this sort of stuff. I'm pretty pleased with the concept. I kind of think the steampunk thing kind of vibes well with the Silk Song embers, maybe. But I'm probably gonna just make some quick review. It only took me like a couple minutes to get this far. Make some quick revisions and maybe have less gears in the way, because you can see the green spill issue right there. But the reason why that exists, and I'm going to take it away for right now, okay? It's not ready for prime time. Get ready for this. This I spent a lot of time on last night. Last night I watched the movie Weapons after the stream, and then into the morning I worked on this. Boom. That's where we are now. Do we look legit? Too legit to quit? Let me know. I think that's readable. You have the legendary badass donkey over there. You might be able to make out last contribution. I may need to change that. Might need to get that in like a gold script. That I had a lot of issues with Streamlabs trying to get the 10 bits on his montage thing to work right, and I think that's the clearest I can get it. I mess with anything in there. I mess with anything on Stream Elements and or Streamlabs. The programming just goes haywire. I try to change the font, things get shitty as hell. I can't uninstall the plugin from their online thing. Yeah, I was thinking if we have the parchment thing, then we may need to have a steampunk frame around me that then moves to the other area. I've also tried moving the like Bayonetta to just above the last contribution. So I don't know. Now look, the really complex part, you can't see it right now because Luciferian dropped a hello in here. Type out a longer sentence. Somebody type out a long sentence or a sentence of some kind and look at how it appears on there. The shadow from the nail that posted the paper, I made the shadow an element so that the shadow is on the font that you type. Have you seen anyone do that before? You probably haven't. I guarantee you that big streamers did not make their own damn overlay. Guarantee goddamn to you that shit. Somebody type something. We're not starting until I see a sentence on there so you can see the shadow effect, as I pointed out. Make sure I get my phone over here on do not disturb, as if I'm really doing anything that important. Place over there. I have on hand that Celsius from last night and the other day. Still. Ooh, chat update. $1. Ooh, it worked. I think that worked pretty good. And look at that. You got, see how super is in the shadow a little bit? Not, I mean, it's not something like too astonishing, but here, I can turn it off and show you the nail shadow. See the difference? So I implemented a shadow for the nail. Thanks for the super chat. Yeah, I guess you didn't really have anything to say there, but switched my YouTube to test out. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to change that so that the longer usernames could show. And it looks like your name's showing good. And yeah, it shouldn't, everything should appear pretty well. I guess if someone tips like buys gifted memberships, it's going to say like number gifted and then I don't know what. But I think this works pretty well. And then we got that shadow and stuff. Let's go ahead and get going here. I didn't do a lot of gaming after the stream. Unfortunate. Oh. What do we have here? Software update? No, ready to start. Can somebody you maybe inform me on to what the update is for the Switch? System's going to restart. I'm curious. What's the update? I guess while we do that, I can eat some cake. Last piece, guys. Last piece of the spice cake. Whoa, shoot. I almost dropped it. Okay. It says Super Mario there. Hold on, is it? Wahoo, seeing the platforming history. Pretty much asking you to buy stuff. Whoa, wait, what? We have anything else in the news here? Devolver Digital select games on sale. Anything happening with Bonanza? I'm going to have to do some, get ready for the next Emerald Rush. Heck, that might have already ended or something. Until Tuesday, April 7th. Oops. Oh, man, who is that? Tiny Kong and Wrinkly Kong. I'm not familiar with them. Got that message a lot on my Switch too. I never bother going through with because sometimes I'm not even sure what the update did. Then some updates can be, yeah, I mean, like sometimes it's like, oh wow, this is the big update. It makes it so you have dark mode Switch games on the handheld. Okay, so but then it's like, hold on, we're not even gonna tell you what it does. Bayonetta. 4 chapters tonight. That's the plan. We're 10 hours in. Are people complaining about 10-hour campaigns, or do they want 10-hour campaigns? I can never tell. It seems to be very game dependent with people. Dropping a lot of health pickups. Oh, you think the mallet gives you the health pickups from fighting enemies? If that's the case, I need that mallet of rewards. The way it said riches, I was under the impression that that wouldn't be the case. Let's head to the shop and scam our amiibos.
New shop rule. No shoes, no shirt, no service. Hair doesn't count. Just kidding. What'll it be?
I'm wearing plenty of clothes. 51,000, and he's not going to give me a discount, is he? All right, so we're at about 51,000. We're going to start scanning. I mean, we could get pretty close. I've got 5 amiibos. There was talk about, hey, Vaughn, are you going to pre-order the Galaxy amiibo? You know, it may be the Mario one, but heck, thinking about it here, I've got a Mario amiibo. What am I doing? Maybe I'd be better off getting the girl one, so that in games where you have a costume like this, Mario isn't working, right? But maybe a chick amiibo from some joint whatever would do. I don't know if this one will give you anything for Rosalina though. It wants Daisy or Peach, doesn't it? 8,000. That made me a pretty good amount, but not quite. Yeah, we're gonna save up for the Mallet of Rewards. People were complaining that Resident Evil Requiem was a 10-hour campaign. I felt like I was spending a lot more time on it than that. All right, so we're gonna. You guys okay with some Samus tonight, or what? We'll finish things with Star Fox costume. The Metroid one, I think, is okay for now. Vigrid, City of Deja Vu. Have we been there? I think that was the city where we met the Squirrel Boy. Chainsaws. If the whip staggers, if it has like a high stagger, that'd be great. If I have it on the thumbnail, I know, but see, the thumbnails are kind of derived from the previous stream. That's the problem. I can't really give you a thumbnail based on an upcoming stream I haven't done yet, or we're seeing the playthrough. She was born here. How would you like to walk with those shoes? I also wonder how her elbow fits in there with the mechanism. There really isn't a lot of room for, like, an arm to go in there. It's almost like she has robotic hand. Oh, wow. Is her movement speed faster? Let's test that. Oh, cool. Yeah, she is faster like this. She is faster with chainsaw shoes. And it destroys stuff on contact. I can't go over there. Invisible wall much? You don't... It's kind of a good thing we don't have invisible walls happening so much in games these days. Transported back in time, huh? The first area in the first Bayonetta. Okay, so I have heard of this. I had been here. Man. At the rate we're destroying things, we might pick up that 100,000 pretty quick. Like first gate of hell. Though it's, you know, a little late in the game to be getting something to farm wealth, but you know, to be able to pick up health items would be great. Whoa, who are you? So close, come on. You think they're more damaging than regular swords? See, I think the chainsaw, it gets replaced by the Master Sword if you have the Link costume, I think. Hold on, can I walk into this? A broken heart. I honestly should have saved that Umbran climax there. It's weird for her to be doing that while another guy's still alive. It seems like for the final, you get the big kill. That makes some sense to me, but... Okay, is a ton of halos dropping or what? We got a nice little bonus, it looks like. Affinities. They're from the first game. Okay, you know what I could do? I could probably pop in here, go back, and break some more stuff. I don't know if Grok could give me a Bayonetta frame or a frame specific to different games. Oh, something happened. We got a chime here. You okay with the rounded edges, the rounded corners a little? I think you're seeing more of the game here, but it does look a little weird. The thing looks a little low. I may need to center this up. Or possibly squeeze things on the left more and give you a full view of the game in some way. I'm not sure. A lot of enemies from the first game will appear in these chapters, even bosses. My thinking here, we'd have to... Is it worth farming this, maybe? Because we do just a little bit of light farming. And then I have the rewards thing, so I could actually get some heals for my kills, you know? Might actually be worth it. Unless this stops giving halos. Nah, this ain't gonna be fast enough. It was worth a shot. And that door closed. Dude, if you have the option to put chainsaws on your feet, I highly recommend it. The Fountain Square. So I pick up these memories from the guy that was creeping on her, and she learns about herself. Did she forget who she was? Like, was amnesia a thing for her in the first game? Or memory loss, whatever? Had her memory wiped? What is this? Not a weapon, huh? Anytime there's a circle, there's going to be a fight, right? Oh, shoot. I should have hit dodge, I thought. Mom? Or auntie? Auntie?
Be overrun soon. Gather at the clock tower. We must defend it with all our strength.
You're you? Huh? Maybe I should save that. What just happened there? You know, maybe if I don't use the Umbra and Climax, I can get these big kill things. That is if I can dodge everything right. Mom or fake mom, quit taking the money. Let me have it. Chainsaws be working. Decorations. That's a good name. That's a good name for them. This game has really good names for the enemies. Not gonna front. I also liked how in Dead Zone Reckoning, the robots that kill you are called custodians. Because, you know, they were probably designed to be custodians. Janitors. Bots. Okay, this, I think we're too close for weapon switching to... Yeah. I'm not sure what that weapon is that I picked up. I think it's close range. Did I just pick up a heart piece? What? It hasn't hit me yet, game, and I'm dodging. You got to see the movie. You liked it. Okay, cool. Nukem, we had a slight redesign of things here, and I might put a frame around my video. I don't know. I kind of think it needs it. You know, the parchment paper is giving a certain vibe, right? So I might have to go a little steampunk, a little Victorian. Furtado was my favorite practice dummy. Oh, I'm glad I didn't have to fight all the other stuff here. All right, what is my mom doing? Seems to be focusing on the wrong spot. You're telling me I didn't dodge that? Nukem, do you have Dead Zone Reckoning? You need to get that. I think you'd really like that. And it's pretty cheap right now, too. You don't need the DLC. The DLC's cosmetic. All right, your last life bar. Big damage there. Help me out, Mom. Hard to tell what I'm looking at here, but I'm in fire. I don't think the suit is helping me with that. It'd be interesting if it had residual anti-fire effect or whatever, some elemental boost. Maybe whoever this is, these guys are all being sacrificed to get on my good side. It's actually an evil mirror image of my mom, right? All right, we got our 100,000. If you spin and press X with the bow, you unleash a mass. It seems like spinning and hitting X does something for everything, right? I probably should have used this Y weapon when these things got close. Where'd Mom go? Check this out. Is that a shop? What is this? No, it's a challenge place. Hello, sweet tea. Guys, I put a lot of effort into perfecting this screen here with the chat and stuff, and you should see that some of your words are hiding behind the flap. It's pretty lit. But I might change last contribution to be kind of a gold script. Look like it's written in gold. Maybe that'll stand out a little more. It might be a little hard to read. Furtado is easier here than in the first game where you have to be on platform. Okay, I think I may have fought that thing in the first game. I played just a little bit of the first game. Mario movie was hated by critics, but I think that from what my hearing of the movie, it probably is, you know, fan service is not the correct term when we think about Rule 34 fan service type stuff. Defeat all enemies within the given time. Okay. But it probably only plays to fans. And so people that are too removed from the Mario characters are probably just confused. Lordy, that's got to be pure. Make it pure. That was the easiest one yet. Jeez. Wow. I needed this. Boom, I get more health. Oh yeah, we're ready to... Oh, we got a second health bar growing. Did you like the Gears theme? So if you're just joining, I changed something. I was working on... Look, this took us 5 minutes, okay? I had Grok hook this up, give it a green background for, or inner area for chroma key, did a little bit of stuff, but I'm thinking we might have to get a little bit of a Gears Victorian thing going. I know there's some bad green spill. I know it's a little too thick or wide or something. I may have this like simplified, but would a little bit of steampunk, a little bit of Silk Songy type theme look more cohesive? Oh, you're saying Gears games. Oh. Well, never mind that. I played the first Gears of War when it was brand new. I have a GameStop official license Gears of War steel case to transport Xbox 360s in. Hard. It's like a flight case, if you know what that is. And I liked the first game, but I just didn't play any more of them. And then I started playing 5. They called it Gears 5, right? Oh, you like the thick one here? Come on, get down with the thickness. Yeah, I have not fired up Resident Evil 4 to get any Ada gifts, but I should. Can I go over here and buy stuff or head to the... Yeah, I can. Let's get the rewards. We can ball it. What's going on here? What was that? Why was she pole dancing? That's what I want to know about. Why did that happen? What did I was just trying to go in. And then how do I do the pole dance move, like on command? Chainsaws on your hands, run forward and press X right in the right bumper.
Welcome to the foundation of a barter economy.
I gotta work on that Gears border. There's too much green spill. Lots of issues with that. But I think it could have a place. Any of these other things worth a damn? Now this one's like approved, right? This one they want a lot of dough for. The phrase has the power to repel an enemy's attack. It is like I'm originally Sega published title, you know? Think about it like that. And speaking of weapons, I did like the movie Weapons. Have you guys seen Weapons? Don't spoil it in the comments or nothing. That's right. There's a stupid movie cartoon called Lesbian. There is. It played at independent film festivals and stuff, and they want a lot of money for it in 4K and stuff like that. But people are upset that it's I've seen the meme thing. Lesbians and Princess in Space. Oh yeah, that's great. Mario in Space. Boo. But I'm guessing that the Mario Galaxy movie does not have a coherent traditional plot. The storytelling is probably taking a back seat to serve up cameos, because like I said, I expected it to be a launching platform for other franchises for Nintendo to come to movies. That was my expectations. People who are not expecting that may be disappointed. All right, I've got 2 accessories. She is faster skating. Not as fast as Morph Ball, but maybe not too far behind. Oh, she can Panther too. I want some answers, lady. I'm trying the spin stuff. Oh, we got some breakdancing. Okay, chainsaws are fun. That boss fight where I first tried to unleash them, it just wasn't situation for it, you know? But yeah, chainsaw's fun. Yeah, Gears 5, I didn't mind. I know a lot of people were on it, but I just didn't get around to finishing it. I wanted to play co-op with people, and then they just weren't around, you know? And I did some of the, like, they had a Terminator Dark Fate thing where all the Locust stuff got replaced by Terminator. I thought that was kind of cool. Clearly, it looked to me like the plan was to launch some kind of Gears of War movie franchise starring Dave Bautista. And that, you know, fell apart, I guess. A bullet charge. Again, run forward normally and press X. And the right bumper. Not the X button. And the right bumper? That's going to make me change weapons. You mean this kick? I'm doing that with just the right trigger. Is that what you want? Some things bothered me with Gears of War. I was not a huge fan of the deathmatch multiplayer. The sphere embedded in the wall is emitting a wondrous light and resonating sound. It was entirely based on sniping. Just everything was sniping, and if you try to get close to anybody, there was no alternative. Everything was roll on the ground, headshot, snipe. Was the multiplayer, and I just got sick of that pretty quick. So I'd rather do like what do they call it? Horde mode or whatever. And I did get all 1,000 gamer score in the original Gears of War. Yeah, whatever you're talking about here, I'm not seeing it. Getting it closer to make it glow brighter or something. It's as if it has some sort of ability to respond to a witch's power built in. So are we hitting this? Mario, therein lies the trouble. If the Mario franchise doesn't have much of a story, then how do you make that into a movie? they might have made a good choice by not doing much of a story. You know, you're being true to the game by not putting much of a story there. I do remember something of this area getting destroyed in the first game. Oh, Lord. I'm cooked here. I don't think I can hit that. I think it's just gonna blow up stuff as I walk close. What were you wanting me to do, game? Do some somersaults with chainsaws. Ah, man. Bayonetta, popular enough to get a movie or streaming franchise going. Like, as the money put into this sort of stuff now, I don't know if Bayonetta is strong enough of a brand. If you know, if the streaming series sees this as recognizable enough to bother with. I guess we're just gonna be jumping here. A little cheap death it gave me, I'll tell you. I don't think that they'd launch a movie franchise on this. However, do you guys believe the rumors that a Star Fox game is going to be announced this week? And if so, like, when do you think it would be released? Do you think it's all like? I mean, given how kind of like blank the calendar is for Nintendo, could we get a Star Fox game this summer? I don't know. Also, I have about $100 in GameStop gift cards. Should I pick up the Yoshi game? What was it called? Like Yoshi's Mid-World or something? I don't remember. Yoshi's Leaf. Yoshi finds a book. Something. It looked very for kids. But then again, Yoshi's Island, you know? There might, maybe, I don't know. Actually, there's an anime movie adaptation of the first Bayonetta game. Bayonetta is more a show than a movie, a moderate success to a small Gooner crowd. Okay, so Goon and Troon are not quite the same thing, right? Called Bayonetta Bloody Fate. Let me guess, it's on Crunchyroll, where they steal your data, your information. Kirby seems to have much deeper... Nukem, okay, I'm going to let you guys spoil this a little bit, because I probably would have heard if this was true. Did Kirby appear in the Mario movie? Just tell me if Kirby appeared or not. Don't tell me what happened in the secret endings. Just tell me if Kirby was there. A-rated magazines. Does that mean adult? Get done. Let me show you my moves. Yeah, the spin thing's gonna be great for crowd control stuff. Get a little bit of AoE happening there. Climax. Kick in the balls. Or no, threw a wheel at it. Hey, if the game wasn't rendered in 480p, I could see what the shit was happening, guys. To Goon is not what I thought it was. Okay. Mega Bloody Rose. Doesn't sound like the most enticing lollipop flavor. You know, I'm trying to think. Have I... sometimes you see there's like two brands of lollipop. There's the circle, the sphere, right? And then there's the sphere and then there's the big circle. I don't think I have ever in my life had the cartoonish giant circle, you know, that like spiraled. I'd have never actually had one of those. Those are tough to come by. Bayonetta was always made for the gooners and the hardcore action gamers. It's like, well, there's not that much money in the hardcore action game, but there could be some money in the gooning. So if we put your gooning got in my hardcore action game, no, your hardcore action game got in my gooning. Lita Wong's so hot, she can cure men with erectile dysfunction. Cure men of erectile not, oh, I'm going to use my erectile dysfunction to cure you. Fire lions with the silver armor are called Fairness. Whoever came up with the names for the stuff in this game did a pretty good job. I don't often say that. The blue lightning lions and gold armor are Kindness. Both are nuisances that need to be dispatched quickly. Take a drink every time Vaughn mentions the resolution. Please do. Because I really am like struggling to understand what I'm looking at a fair bit. If you wish to walk upon water, prove your mettle by dodging the lightning in a single hair's breadth. Well, get ready to hit the dodge button, right? I don't see any lightning, but morph ball. Okay, Mom, what do we do? I want her to show me. Mom. Wait, why Vaughn, why what? The resolution? Is the game wanting me to jump a lot? I interacted with one of them. I assumed the other one would just say the same thing. What the shit? Oh, okay, now there's lightning. What did I just do? 10 what? Oh, so which time your way across? I mean, that could have been stated a little more clearly, I feel. Spin to win. The chainsaw on the feet has to make it on the streaming series. I want to see Sarah Pigeon spinning on the ground with chainsaw legs. You know what? Maybe we should just write the Bayonetta series and then go to like Prime Video and be like, all right, we got your next video game series for you. It's called Bayonetta. Have to talk to somebody at Platinum Games first, you know, pitch it to them. You rat bastard. I was worried that was going to do tons of damage. Deadly duo, but there's a duo much deadlier. Hey man, we're getting golds, platinums, and which is something hidden somewhere? I think we should go this way. I think there's just a little secret over here. Yeah. I wonder if my treasure thing's working. Does it seem like it? Moon Pearl, and I see some stuff up there too. The funny thing is my gauge is rarely close to fill, as bad as I am with dodge. Right? I was watching a bunch of Resident Evil videos on YouTube. You know, all of them saying, I played through all of them and I'm gonna rank them, and you know, that sort of stuff. I had a lot of that on while I was editing this parchment. Nukem didn't see this, but check out that shadow. You see that shadow at the top where you guys are typing? The nail has a shadow that I put in so that your text is in the shadow. I guarantee you no one else is doing that. Not on YouTube and Twitch. I had to custom do that right there. There's a rumor Star Fox game is story heavy. I think you could get a Star Fox game to work along the traditional path. I'm concerned that you might spend a lot of time outside the R-Wing doing like fetch quests. You know, the problem is I can't think like a Nintendo game programmer or developers because I spent so much time on Xbox. Like I keep thinking of how would the multi-plat in the Xbox studios handle this? It's kind of like the way I see it. Looks like we got to get all of that, huh? And I could see if it said Microsoft Game Studios, it's like, well, Fetch Quest Simulator right here. Yeah, I think the shadow thing, it's really subtle, but you got this nail hanging the paper up, and I put a little shadow there effect. I'm gonna have to dodge the shit out of this. Alright, so what's this guy's name? How come I can't see their name on the screen? That's aggravating. I don't know how you know the name of all these things if it doesn't introduce them each time. I mean, it'll introduce them once, and then you totally forget. Frankly, I don't think the introduction needs to be done. Just, you know, it's just kind of like 10 seconds of almost like used to load or something. It's very weird. Like, imagine if Mario had to get introduced to Goombas 50 games in, right? Alright, these guys got a challenge for me, don't they? Alright, what are we doing? Shit. What the Christ? Alright, where'd Mom go? Yeah, see, my problem is they introduce the enemies and then you don't really... I can't really recognize them. Like, they all look alike, ultimately, at 480p, okay? I see the thing on the left. At least it's not making me parkour in the lava. Admittedly, I do think this game looks better than Resident Evil 5. As played on the Xbox Series X, which doesn't have any kind of update to it. But I would say this does look better than Resident Evil 5. On the whole. Big guy's a beloved. Is it beloved or beloved? You can never tell. The big brute with a big axe. Please don't take the Lord's name in vain. I'll try. I like Star Fox on segments maybe. I don't. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Damn it. Or maybe I should have. He's trying to tear this shit down. Mom, help! Help, Mom! These like cherub baby faces are pretty cool too. Like, game's got pretty good art direction happening for it. You know, if you could see it, you know, because it's like coming in at like potato cam. I don't know if that counts as a... oh, yeah, please tell me what direction I'm going, game. Are we... Where are we going? On him? Okay. That wasn't particularly clear. Tell me how much money I have before I go in there, damn it. I don't think I have enough for anything. I mean, I could maybe buy some lollies. This looks like a hidden area. Yeah, the bow thing, I don't know. His hands were there, you know, may as well. You got fingers present and you have chainsaws. What are you going to do, right? Yeah, it does have good art direction. Let's see what I can make first, okay? We do have some ingredients. And I know I'm really awful at not using the D-pad to do the things, but let's get ourselves a mega. May only bother with the mega stuff at this point. I have enough life bar and health and things. That is a Wii U Pro Controller analog stick, right? Or is that what the analog looks like on the Wii U? Because it was white, right? I wish this told me what I was making. It doesn't, but I'm assuming that this one being a shape is a mega. All right, well, we'll load up on some yellow moons, okay? Because we do not want to do a lot of restarts. I'm already screwed. I already died once with some confusion or something. So we're not gonna get anything above a stone.
Hair doesn't count. Just kidding. What'll it be?
I have... Oh, you can only carry so many. That's a mega? Shit. Thought... Okay, we'll buy... We can only have one. There can only be one. I remember that. You know, they're making a Highlander movie because Henry Cavill wants to play with swords and he hurt himself. How much was Glenn Powell in the damn movie? I'm guessing not a lot, right? Grace and Glory, I'll have to watch out for them. I don't think a Warhammer movie's happening. Because wasn't that a Henry Cavill project? And it's not... Look, I don't really have any one way or the other on Henry Cavill, but does any of his stuff make enough money to necessitate him getting these choices? Like, look, I know we were all down bad with Brie Larson, but the conventional wisdom was if her female-led Captain Marvel made so much money, then she must be a movie star and we can give her projects. None of his stuff where he's the lead guy does gangbusters. So I'm not really understanding that. Same kind of applies for Glenn Powell. I think Glenn Powell has more movie star cred than I know Glenn Powell's just the voice of Fox. I'm aware. Glenn Powell might have a little more movie star cred than Henry Cavill. I mean, for one, he hasn't had to go do a superhero thing, right? He had a rom-com that did well. His Twisters thing, I know that's a little bit of franchise hopping. Mom's doing work. Hold on, maybe Mom was fighting with you at the start and not Jeanne. Or whoever this is. Or maybe you're playing the very start of the game and all the rest of the game was flashback. Spin to win, baby.
Oh, yeah.
I need more anime buttons too, guys. Definitely. Anime and game buttons. Let's try to keep it like that because that stuff's going to track easier. Waterbomb Girl was not easy for IG edits to do. Lots of trial and error getting that to work. All right, if I was hiding something. Oh, shoot. Well, Grace and Glory didn't pose much of a threat to me. We've made Vaughn too powerful. That's what the kids were saying during my Silk Song stream. Okay, I should have ran across that. Because like I was whipping all the bosses, and I was like, that's it? And they're like, we made Vaughn too powerful. Uh-oh, this has got to be a fight. That does a heap of damage, truthfully.
Let's go.
Oh, well, I guess I didn't get the weapon. I didn't get that good of a look at Grace and Glory, to tell you the truth. I mean, I was just kind of spinning and fighting things. What is going on here? Nice. In the cells. Got it. That move, I need to really pull that off every chance I get. Nukem, you got only deadly weapons. You got to try out Dead Zone, whatever the shit. Dead Zone Rogue. It's kind of like if Metroid had some multiplayer. Think of it as the co-op campaign for Prime 4. All right, now we're pole dancing. That's why she was pole dancing earlier. Okay. Get destroyed. Have tails that you can extend grappling hook to attack you. Oof. The game's still giving me these hearts, so there must be more health to be got. I do have a second health bar. Chainsaws, man. Definitely worth picking up. I'll eat the last piece of cake here when we finish this boss or this chapter or whichever. There might be stuff on the left. Vaughn, you saw my post about the Nintendo and Wes Ball want the Legend of Zelda movie to be a prestige fantasy epic, not a video game movie, right? I don't know, like, how... You can say you want things, but do they turn it... Look, when New Line Cinema was making Dungeons and Dragons, did they want it to be schlocky? Right? Quality in entertainment is not something that you can really bet on. That's why they go, we know we can't be certain our movies are going to be good, so we have to get them to make money other ways. Let's pander. Because it's a risky bet, assuming that your studio is just going to keep making good stuff. I'm telling you this, I could already see that they're not using film. And if they want to really be a prestige fantasy thing, I think they should have shot on film. It's not guaranteed it's going to be bad for not shooting on film, but I'm telling you that if you really wanted to go for it. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Damn it. I don't like the fact that Link is wearing pants. I have concerns. I'll save the Umbra attack. Ah, screw it. Ah, hell, I wasted that. Yeah, now if I could go back to the beginning of the game with these weapons. Punish time. 80-ton megaton power. He's got to be dead now. Oh, and then one more shot does it, or what are we doing? Is he dead? He doesn't have any health. What am I missing here? Oh, okay. We're gonna dance. This is gotta be like a mother and daughter thing happening here. It looks like Mom kept her clothes on also, maybe because I was wearing the Metroid stuff. This is not going well for him. Wow. What does they're not shooting on film mean? It means they're not using a film camera. They're shooting it digitally. They're shooting the movie digitally instead of loading in like IMAX film, for one. Look at all those golds, silvers, platinum, pure platinum. Still gets a stone award. Shit. Next chapter is going to be awesome. Well, let's have this last piece of cake then. If Link isn't wearing pants, they're signifying that they're going with more current or not really starting at the origin. Which it's neither good or bad. I mean, I like Batman 89 because you bought a damn movie ticket to see a movie called Batman. The public had plenty of time to learn about Batman. They're fans of Batman, and he starts out as Batman. It's not, oh, here's how he became Batman. It's like, we already know he's Batman. You know, they could be doing a story here where Link's going to end up feeling like a supporting character in a Legend of Zelda movie. If he didn't have pants on, I think we might see Link as the hero. But if you want to see that movie, Tom Cruise already made it. 1985's Legend. A whole lot of stuff from that movie got put in Legend of Zelda. Just saying. Zelda's my favorite franchise ever. I believe the movie will suck because it's live action and it hurts. I would have loved to have seen a hand-drawn anime like late 90s, or if you one must, Studio Ghibli or Ghibli anime. I think that would have been better. Live action, I don't think necessarily is the best for Legend of Zelda. Yeah, if you die at all, you get a stone rating, evidently. Okay, so why does that shooting on film make a big... Because it is the cheaper approach to go digital. They end up screwing up colors. You see a lot of things digital now where... Okay, look at the Moana, live action Moana. Dwayne Johnson and whoever this chick is are outside on a tropical island, and the shadows are gray. Digital will have that problem. They use too soft of lighting, and then you end up with a bunch of gray shit because people can't figure out how to color correct. Because the truth is, when you have a film, the picture the film takes is a representation in a very analog fashion. That is a moment in time captured through a chemical process. You do it digital, it's a computer's interpretation of an event. There's a difference. Remember, you can hold X and A buttons to maximize your damage. Okay, yeah. I'm kind of holding them while I'm spinning. It's the pants, people. Pay attention to where the pants are. Oh, that's good. That's good. Hold on. I gotta like save that or something. Screenshot that. It's the pants, people. It's the pants. You gotta pay attention to the pants. Studio giblets. They kind of did. Well, I mean, look, Pedro Pascal, you can only have one summer of not being a success. Small diatribe moment, if you don't mind. The Pedro Pascal experiment was never going to work, boys and girls, the three of you. The truth is that when you have somebody that is they're like a TV star, okay? It's not easy to break out of the TV star role to become a movie star. With Pedro Pascal, we have essentially found the first person trying to break out of the I'm a streaming star to become a movie star. In doing so at like age 50, it wasn't going to happen. People see TV as free. People see streaming as free even when they're paying for a subscription. Oh, well, it's free on Netflix. You hear that all the time. Not it's included with Netflix subscription, which is the truth. When you see Pedro Pascal on your Disney Plus, your HBO Max and all this, you're not inclined to, oh, well, I guess I watch that on the phone all the time. I watch that on my 4K OLED. Yeah, I wouldn't mind paying through the nose to go to a location, sit for 30 minutes of trailers. And yeah, that's what I'm going to do. No, that guy's on my phone all the time. Why would I pay money to see that asshole? Pedro Pascal was never going to be a movie star. And you guys can clip that or whatever the hell or something. And, you know, me going to the diatribe screen over there makes it easier for me to locate and then parse that out and make a short that I can bait people into watching or whatever. Yeah, Pedro Pascal was never going to be a movie star. All right, hold X and A, important for the next chapter. Got it. All right, I'm going to take these, and because there is a litany of crumbs, I'm going to pour them on my little plate where I had the cake. Normally, I think I would... Oh, gosh. Oh, there's so many crumbs, guys. It's like the bottom of a cereal box. You gotta see this. Well, I mean, do you gotta, but typically I would eat something this messy with the crusty old Elite controller. Not my precious over here, but yeah, you can see that the freeze dry kind of just... Can we get that in shot there and focus? It looks like cereal at this point. It do. I thought Pedro was a cringe made MF, and he was worse. Now he might be pulling out the gay card. It seems that there is an effort underway to rebrand him as, oh guys, but I was actually gay this time, and look how masculine everybody thought I was. I think that's what's happening here. There's rumors. I've heard things, you know. I had a whole feast at work yesterday. Scrambled eggs, bacon, strawberry cake. What was the occasion? Does somebody have a birthday? Programmer, was it one of the strippers' birthdays? Was that what happened? Geez, I'm picking up these Uno reverse cards. And if I do run out of Celsius, I have like 5-day-old NOS to finish. Honestly, I'm probably going to open a can of NOS after the stream, chug half of it, and then go into like a coma because the stuff knocks me out, so that I can wake up early in the morning and do some lawn work. The Witch Hunts. Anything in the shop be needed? Maybe well, shoot, the hearts are 70, aren't they? Screw it. The shop ain't going to do me no good. But let's switch. How about we switch out to the link for a chapter here? Can you imagine if Pedro was a doctor, like a surgeon? I'm a pediatrician named Pedro. What? I don't understand. If he was a doctor, huh? Make it make sense, sweet tea. For lunch, pork chicken. I would be so full from that breakfast, I'd skip the lunch. This is a robot stage. Okay. Oh, Holy Night. Hi. I hope you like the way I designed things over here. Yard work simulator. No, when I see clickbait on YouTube or on Twitter, God, it's so bad. They're like, "What's your favorite video game?" And I'm like, engagement farming sim 2026. You know, I try to point it out to people. No one cares. I do believe that that this is the chainsaw. So we shall see here. Did I not have the chainsaw on the feet? Samus had the chainsaw on the feet. But it's not real. Oh, okay. A and B. Shoot. What am I doing? Let's go, Link. You think he just touches people? I love these memes of him being social, like giving 6 feet to that weird, scary broad from the Last of Us, but he touches all the other girls. But that one, he's like, nah, just you stay over there. And people saying if Sony made the Super Mario movie. Now, of course, they did a Pedro Pascal Mario thing on Saturday Night Live. They had Pedro Pascal there. Renaissance Witches having mini Gundams. Oh, wow. Well, let's give it a shot here. What am I doing? No Master Sword. So where the hell's the Master Sword? I thought that we're going Master Sword. Grok, make this Gundam thick. Okay. Rush. Oh yeah, these things better open immediate. Hell, I might need to start using some of these lollies because I'm picking them up faster than I can use them at this point. Have to equip the regular sword in order for her to use the... Thought I tried that and it wasn't happening. We'll do that in a minute when she gets out of it, I guess. Or if ever. This is you know what this is sort of like now? This is kind of like Doom, the Dark Ages. Which I liked, but I mean, I don't know. It's good for what it's aiming for. You know, a game that you play for a week. That's holding A. We got some gun there. Yeah, this is carnage, man. I think we need to get a squad together, though, for Dead Zone Rogue. God, why did I Dead Zone Reckoning? But we need to get a squad together for Dead Zone Rogue and then run like all 4 zones on a stream. I've gotten close. I've almost beaten 3. I've done 1 and 2, but ultimately what it comes down to is one guy does it by himself because he's so OP, because he's grinded far enough. It's kind of the unfortunate thing about the game. Hold on, do I want to break that up there?
Got you.
Is there anything else to shoot at? Damn, Bayonetta, why don't you have mech? And also, she had that, like, thing she was riding. That was like, hey, why didn't we just have that the rest of the game, right? There doesn't seem to be much cooldown to that cannon. Jesus. Okay, are you going to give me a challenge? Doesn't look like it. Hold on, guys. I'm at no time to read right now. Come on, give me some platinum, baby. Once you unlock Rosa, summoning the robot is her super mode. So that is Mom that's hanging out with me. The boats are called Kinship. That's a pretty good name. Oh, man. What are you doing with the light on? It's past your bedtime. Turn that light off in that building up there, you jerk. That is clearly also not really anything. Like, you can see that's like a texture. There's just textures on the walls. They're not like anything. Nintendo is doing that a lot more than other game devs. Like, you look outside at the forest in Prime 4, okay? And it's just a texture. You look at the sky in Skya. It's not like volumetric clouds. Weapon from the first game called the Shuraba. That's the regular sword, but to unlock it, you need to complete the game. Okay, so I don't have it yet to have the Master Sword thing. Okay. Game's wanting me to go... Alright, where'd Mom go? God, it's not easy to walk on that. Why the PFP keeps getting wilder and wilder. That was a Nukem request. He wanted thick girls in the thumbnail and said I'd get more viewers that way. Defeating enemies will partially restore the timer. Are you kidding me? Ooh, that was like all caramel right there. That M&M. God, I'm getting stun locked. You like it too, Nukem? So maybe me getting beat up in thick girls. Could that be my thumbnail attraction? Method going forward there? Just punch. Okay, got it. You'd think Witch Time would slow that counter, right? You'd think. I think I got him. I did a little bit of combo, a little bit of spin right there. The spin did it. I think that somebody that big, they kind of have 2 points of contact when you hit them in like both legs. Something to consider. It's not like I'm just hitting him once. They don't have like any like invincibility frame or anything like that. So you kind of just, if you can hit them in 2 places at a time, do it. Okay, whenever you beat the game, I'm ready to play Climax Bowser. Okay, that'll be tomorrow. We're only doing 2 chapters tomorrow. And then we can do Climax stuff, okay? Cause we were trying to do like 3 chapters a night. Some of these chapters are going by pretty quick. I was just going to open the door, buddy. Okay, are we even fighting this? All right, now we made him mad. Okay. Oh, is that... No, that's not me doing that. Okay. Yeah, budgetary reasons. This, you may need this to be an anime. This might be too expensive to do live action. Without it looking like complete trash. I don't know. Oh, kicked him off the edge. Badass. Oh, if you guys have seen Weapons, or you haven't, keep in mind there are no fat kids, and I found that hilarious. Because the whole thing, they got these kids that ran off in the night, and they didn't have any fat kids in the school, like in the class at all, that like disappeared. Because fat kids can't run around. So they're like, okay, that's not gonna work. All right, can we have like a squad of athlete kids? Yeah, get the athlete kids, because the fat kids, they ain't gonna run down the street. Who are we kidding? Yeah, Belief. Good names they've got here. I can do climax today since I'm a little better. Well, we don't. I wouldn't it work better after finishing the game? We got 5 chapters total when the stream started. We've done 1, but I don't think we're doing all of them tonight. I don't think this boss poses much threat. Oh, geez. Okay, maybe I was wrong. I wonder if lollipops help mechs. Cardinal Virtue of Wisdom, also from the first game, a giant Gator Angel war machine. Sounds like something a kid would draw. Shoots lasers. The lasers fire mini lasers that have missiles equipped to them. You know? Oh, please, game. Maybe I'm supposed to kick those back to him? I could see Sonic the Hedgehog having to do something like that. Yeah, you definitely want to shoot at this guy. Punish. Look, come on. What button? What button? What button? We're gonna do something, right? Oh, it's a spin. Here I am ready to do a button. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 2,400 megaton power. Cute angel faces on the missiles. I think they're cherubs, you know, when they're babies type stuff. Damn, that looks like Nukem's like channel art right there with that explosion. We're not done.
Is that all you've got?
What? What? The sperm missiles? What are we doing? Ah, fine. 2 of them. I'm surprised the Mega isn't full restore. Warship is what you're fighting. A literal warship. Punny name. Baby faces open up to reveal nasty alien jaws. Kind of looked worm-like for me right there, being that close. Maybe I need to, you know, create some distance here. Why not? Get a little magic going or something.
So close.
It kind of looks like I have to be that close. Shoot. Is there a weak point?
Is that all you've got? Got you. So close.
I'm actually having to try to aim, kind of, like select an aim. I've just wasted the Umbra attack.
Is that all you've got?
Can't see the damn things. They're up at the top of the screen.
Is that all you've got? So close.
Jesus. I'm gonna be disappointed with Bayonetta 3. You're the one who told me to get it. You said, oh yeah, get Bayonetta 3. Like, but we might do Hades 2 next. I have to run to the grocery store probably tomorrow. But then the next day, I guess I'd run to the library. I'd rather just get, you know, all that out of the way at once, but how am I gonna be disappointed? Where do I put it? I mean, she's looking... Okay, so her hair got long. So her hair looks a little longer. Okay, sure. There's a punk girl on the back, and she's blonde. I mean, come on. You know, what could be the problem, right? Bayonetta 3 has a lot of fun set pieces, but also a lot of grinding. Oh, grinding. Oh. Why? Why did it have to be grinding? Shit. Are you kidding me? All right, let's get our lollipop on here. Oh, you want to play? Let's play. Can't see.
Is that all you've got? So close.
All right, now for the mother face. What am I doing? Probably not staying in front of that.
Got you. Almost. Got you. Is that...
Okay, before I get killed, let's use some more Mega Yellow. Or something. Why did I do that? Stack it a little bit, maybe. The punk girl's going to give you... Oh my god. Ugh. Press jump to dash forward. Finish him, finish him. Finish Warship. Yes, please, chapter end. Where do you go from here in a chapter? Come on. Stone? I'll have you know I did not die. What the shit me? We're doing this? Where did you come from, pal? At least I got some health revitalized, right? I think that's that reward thing, you know? Cosmic Headbutt. This is a Star Fox enemy.
So close. Is that all?
Okay, geez, that whatever. God, phase 7, no kidding. It's like, ha ha ha, you haven't even seen my final form. That's what you gotta say. Okay, look. I'm not saying any of you are gonna do this, but if you're going to get, if you become a serial killer and you get the electric chair, your final words have got to be, ha ha ha, you haven't even seen my final form. It's almost so brilliant. I want to become a serial killer just to do it. Just about. Oh, like little bit, you know, you got to admit. Okay, we are running out of shit. Let's see what we can cook. Okay, so that's the full one. A freezer quote? You put that on a freezer or something, or? Okay, we can make more of those. Let's make more. We want to not get a stone award at the end of this, guys. We want to get an actual, not Enzo stone award. I wish I could see how much yellow was left.
So close.
See, I should be able to fight the tentacle heads, kill them, and get health, but no.
Got you.
All right, we're playing it safe. We're playing it safe. Playing it safe. Lustia is ironically the most evil looking of the cardinal virtues, a literal tentacle monster. Yeah. I usually get gold in this level, but then again, yeah, I mean, if you guys have played this before. Okay. We kind of want this thing dead, right? Doesn't have a ton of health left.
So close.
What? I thought that was me dying. I thought the screen was pausing to say, did you want to use your red moon shot?
Almost.
Yes. We're not getting a stone award, guys. Come on. She just gave it the finger. I mean, okay. Bronze medal. End of chapter. Don't give me a stone award. Come on.
That performance might make the back page of the classified.
That's the best I've done. That's my second silver right there. You get bonus halos, I guess, for not sucking completely. Ironically, you need more halos to then not suck. You know, it's kind of the problem with some games. Like, what was it? Was it Destiny, where like the better you're doing, the better your equipment gets? And then the guys that are getting mowed down in multiplayer don't get good stuff, so they keep getting mowed down. You know, sometimes you have those kind of balance issues, but you've gotten gold on this one? Or is, hold on. Surely there's platinum and platinum plus chapter statues awards, surely. Did I get a gold before? Well, some of those like stupidly short chapters where it's like just a race or something, just run from the explosion and we're calling that a chapter, maybe. I think there was a couple like that. I didn't remember getting a gold, but oh man, I didn't plug that light in. I was wondering why things look dim. New product information, new accessories now in stock. Check out the earrings of ruin. I would think you could wear some bangles, handkerchief, cummerbund, and earrings at the same time, and glasses, you know? How come she doesn't have glasses, right? Hey, her accessories should be her eyewear. Hey, you've got the new glasses that give you extra sense of, you know, earning money. I don't know. Got Platinum Plus on the Alluriana boss because I once beat her without getting hit. If you do one of these chase parts without getting hit, I mean, that might be really doable, really. I'm trying to think here. Was the chase on the... There had to be a couple of chases that were chapters in of themselves. Under menu, check play history. Not seeing a play history. Maybe if I scroll over this, you would think it would say, oh, you've gotten a gold here, you know. This menu would say like what your award was for the chapter, you would think. We are going to have to replenish some stock.
New chaperone. No shoes, no shirt, no service. Hair doesn't count. Just kidding.
I'm bald. He said new accessory, right? Ah, some earrings were permitted their own magic-powered war machine. If you wear the earrings, you get the mech. Oh, only the climax thing gets replaced. I thought you just straight up get to use the mech, which would be pretty sweet. But for that money, I could think of other stuff. I think we're just gonna have to like get some lollipops going here, guys. Let's just focus on the megas. Sure. Every little bit matters at this point, doesn't it? All right, so last chapter tonight. Mr. 10 Years, I'm assuming you saw the short I posted. Is that hilarious or what? I've never seen AI upscaling that bad. But they implemented it in a late 80s black sitcom that they thought people wouldn't notice. Oh man, this reel's dying on the vine. I guess because I used a black guy in the thumbnail. I didn't think people are going to be that racist. How do I get 24 likes and only 781 views on a YouTube short? You get 24 likes on a YouTube short, you're expecting like 5,000 views. What is this? Somebody said, or it's poor streaming rate. Yeah, like with my fiber internet, I've got it set on low bit rate. Someone else, Furious Mooses. It's very obviously AI upscaling. Letters do not fuse like that. It's hilarious. It's supposed to say resident director on the door, and it just came out gibberish. The new Plants vs. Zombie. Well, hold on. You don't like the AI, Mr. 10 Years, yet over here, you know, in under 5 minutes just before the stream, I whipped this little bad boy out. Now, it does need some work. There's a lot of green spill over there. I had a green area inside. I think I could get this to work with a little bit of tweaking, but it wrote my name and put the X and the Instagram logos on there, you know, in case it's never happened. But, well, okay, Nukem was like the one person to follow me on X from here, you know. You fight one more boss, then a jet level, then the final battle. Well, we're only 2 hours in. Should we do the whole damn thing tonight, or what are we? You fight one more boss. It depends on how long and hard these bosses are going to be. Let's see how long we go on the next one. So yeah, that frame right there, AI. I think a little bit of refinement and I could get like a nice steampunk Victorian vibe, more cohesive here. Wildly clashing with the kitty that pops up in the anime stuff. So yeah, I don't know about that. Right. It would be cool if the gears turned. I think you'd have to hire someone to work that out for you and then have that hosted on a website and then use it as a browser plugin. I could work out something, but not too complex with just the free stuff like iMovie, whatever. Well, we've got one more chapter to do here. Or do you guys want to do 3 chapters tomorrow? Do you guys just want me to do the climax thing here with 10 Years? Because he says he's available for the climax now. The green's awful. The green is the green spill from the screen. You realize. Like, let me show you real quick, okay? The reason that is green, okay? That's what happens. You got to take the green out, and then you got to play with this a little bit to try to work out what it may or may not be. Do you see why there was some green there? And now, if you reduce it, these chains that were kind of hanging there are kind of broken up weird. Okay, so we'll do the tag climax in 3 chapters to end tomorrow, and we will equip the R-Wing stuff for that, okay? So I think that'll work. All right, so because Nukem wants to do, or 10 Years is here, wants to do this, let's go. Yeah, nothing else I can buy. Mausoleum in the next chapter is crazy, though. Give me a second to figure out how to beat it. It's that bad? Okay, how do I get out of here? You actually have to select a chapter to get to the back to the main title. It's kind of weird. All right, 10 Years, are you standing by? Hold on, am I doing this wrong? Have I viewed these tiers yet? So these are almost the game's version of achievements. Now you see how this thing has like a book up there, and then they've got the pages. I guess that's a little more cohesive than what I'm doing, right? There was some kind of system update for the Switch 2 today. What it does, I don't know. But ready whenever you are. It was a brief update, it looked like. I don't know. How do you check a system update version? .1.0. Okay. And what does that do? I guess I don't understand why your amiibos would have a nickname. It looks like a thing. Hey, that looks like an 8-bit Link. Therefore it is, you know? Can you be Star Fox? Can only one of us be Star Fox at a time? Yeah, I can do Bounty Hunter. It looks like I'm on... I don't have any accessories equipped. Please host. So... then how do I host? See, I don't think that's doing that. Oh, the system. I didn't have any problems with the system giving me trouble. And you're talking about like things like eShop loading or something? I never had any issue with that. Choose a player from the list. Okay, so 10 Years wants me to host this. I don't see how that's happening. Press quick match. That's my only option, is to look for a partner. And I guess if you can't find one, you then get the option to host. Is that how that may work? Okay, how the hell did I find you? Are we the only people doing this? I think you're hosting. What is this? I'm just gonna hit random. Bet your halos. Well, turns out I don't have enough to bet. Am I fighting him? All right, 10 Years is Fox. We're both Bayonettas. No one picked Enzo. Okay, so this is a co-op type thing without a story, I guess. Can I not witch time dodge? He's got like an infinite rainbow on his chest. I didn't understand that. I mean, even if this is kind of an arena thing, it's not too far off from the actual game in a sense, right? Okay, so we're picking different stages. Maybe the cards are the stages. Okay, that guy, what was it, Lumen? That guy who was effing me up real good. We should double tag him. Alright, you're not facing me, buddy. So I guess I can just get some shots. Do your thing, 10 years. Alright, the rainbow infinity is blinking. Alright, you're really drawing aggro here. This life bar seems to be stuck. Balder was the Lumen Sage, so we'll look for his card, I guess. Is this thing dying or not? What was it, waiting for me to get close and deliver a certain blow? You lose? The shit we did? Huh? Alright, let's look for this Balder asshole. Oh, now you're controlling it. Alright, this is not... am I eliminated? I largely don't know what's happening. I couldn't swap the bow. I only have like one loadout. Is he dead? If I'm kind of doing this against 10 years, I should have left him there to die while I finish it, so I get, so it says I won. Maybe is that what we're supposed to do? Surely we won that time, right? No damage, pure platinum. I'm a badass. All right, let's... Where is that Balder? Lumen Sage Balder. Okay, let's... Sure, 4,000, whatever. If I... Maybe you get other playable characters once you beat the game, because I think all I have is Bayonetta. If you got 2 Bayonettas, then you should get stun locked, right? Can't hit him up there. This might be a good way to farm some halos though, right? "10 years, why are you dying and not me?" Now I'm down. They got us. I lost all my halos. Arrgh. Let's do him again. Let's do him again. I guess he's the final boss of this mode, huh? Because he's the very bottom card. So if we can beat him, then you've beat the mode, essentially. It's just a formality. Go back to Baldur. Down right. The very last one. Let's get him. It's not 10 years. It's not letting me pick. It's up to you. It's your pick. You're rustier than my bad steampunk frame. Go down, bottom right. Go back to Baldur. Let's get him. Now, what are you doing? This is like the bottom. This has got to be like the easiest one. This is the first one. No, we don't want to do all of them. That's going to take like 5 hours. Let's just get the last one and call it a stream. I mean, we got to be able to beat them though. I do like the chainsaw sawing them in half. That's good. All right, if it lets me choose, I'm going to go straight to the last guy. Oh, it's my choice. I don't even know what some of these are. Masked Lumen. Let's try Masked Lumen, okay? Level 2. Sure. I think the fact that we're fighting him at level 2 is probably the issue. But there's 2 Bayonettas, right? So this one he's going to probably run around and turn into a panther and shit. Holy bejeez, he's losing some health. Man, once she gets the chainsaws, man, it's a different game. I've got his aggro. Get him. He's got me. He's got me. He's got me. He's got me. I'm down. 8 seconds. 8 seconds. Help me up. I'm dead. Come to me. 2 seconds. What are you doing? 10 years. Shit. All you had to do was walk to me and hit Y. I had to look down at the controller to see what the button was. What the heck? Oh, you guys gonna blame that one on me over here? Did 10 years disconnect?
The shadow remains cast.
Okay, it's your choice. Kind of. Well, I think we're still making coins. Maybe do him at level 1 instead of 2. Whichever. I mean, we can't beat him at 2, but shoot. It seems like whoever's the leader is choosing how many coins both of us spend on him. Like we're both gambling like this. If we can just res each other, we're gonna be fine.
Is that all you've got?
Look, he's only gonna focus one of us at a time here. So just lay into him with something range if he's coming after me like this. See how I came to you and hit Y so that you'd get back in the fight and we wouldn't lose? Oh shit. Remember to dodge and dodge again. Alright, we're getting killed. The Y button. The other Y button. Move, move, move. Stay away from each other here. All right, we can't be doing him on level 2. It's just going to have to be a level 1 thing. Until we get our act together. Now we're losing all the... I had 10,000 people in here and we're down to 5 because we're doing this and getting our ass kicked. Here, this guy cooked us. Let's get him at level 1 and then we can do the last one level 2 or level 1. Get a little bit of our money back, maybe. Keeper the Voices is raiding with the voices in his head. Yeah, we got a raid here. Oh, we're doing I'm in the middle of like my first playthrough of this. We're towards the end. We're finishing the game tomorrow, but was asked by Mr. 10 Years to do the co-op thing. So we're trying to do that at a level exceeding our capabilities. Go get him! Man, I haven't been raided in a long time. Welcome. Come on, Panther boy. He's low. He's low. We can handle this. Just you draw that aggro. I'll spray him. We got him. We got him. It's good. I say that and then start taking damage. He's very low. We almost got this. We are having to do this at level 1. So don't act too impressed, people who just came by. Keeper and Troubly Bubbly. Turok. I raid fellow voice actors and then ask them to do their best voices for us. Let's see your powers. Okay, well, I mean, usually it's when I'm reading something. Guys, what voice am I going to do here? What if I wanted to be impressed that looked good? No, that didn't look too good. Here, we're going to try level 1. How about that, who was it? Jennifer... All right, we're going to do some girl voice here. What's her name? The Stifler's mom. No, what's the Stifler's mom's name? Jennifer, you know what I'm talking about, right? Bet your halos. Difficulty will be adjusted depending on the size of your bet. Read my message above in whatever voice you like. You think. Voice? Which one? Okay, Sean Connery. I raid fellow voice actors and then ask them to do their best voices for us. Let's see your powers. Trying to also not die here. I think I almost ruined our run. Yeah, I think I might have cooked this here. 10 years, sorry. I had a pretty decent Alex Jones thing starting too there. I raid fellow voice actors and ask them to do their best voices for us. Let's see your powers. Turn the frogs gay, okay? Shit. See, I killed us all. Jennifer Coolidge, that's it, yeah. No, not Jennifer Love Hewitt. I don't think one can do a Jennifer Love Hewitt. Does Jennifer Love Hewitt have a distinct voice? See, the problem with most of the younger actors, like the youngest actor that has a distinct voice one could possibly do an impersonation of is probably Seth Rogen, and he's in his 40s. So you got to just go older, like Sylvester Stallone, like, Alex Jones voice pretty good, yeah, something like that. Oh, it's 10 years out of here. Are we wrapping the stream up? It looks like 10 years bailed on us, or I didn't push a button. I don't think Jennifer Love Hewitt has ever been not since. She had a look. I know what you did last summer was like 97, but she looked young as shit there. But I would say 98 to 2001, she was doing all right. Yeah, let's keep going here. But maybe not die. Can we just do that guy on 0 stars for a good way to wrap the stream up? What do you suppose I sound like? Programmer, you sound like a computer. She's on that 911 show. But I'll tell... When you call 911, do you think Jennifer Love Hewitt is answering the damn phone? 911, dispatch, you know, it's not happening. What other thing could I try to read here? Damn, I did like 50 different voices in my Silk Song video. My Silk Song playthrough, I did at least 50 voices. But then to try to pick one on the spot is harder for some reason. When I see the character, I kind of get a vibe for like what I think they should sound like. Is that 911 still on though? Maybe. You missed Luciferian, you missed the Silk Song playthrough. Lucky for you, there's 70 hours of it. We're going to do this guy at 0 stars. It's like if I'm just seeing the text, I don't know what the text sounds like unless it's a celebrity, you know? Yeah, hey, wow, the pictures, they help a lot too, you know, wow. Oh, hey, yeah. Tell them to get out. Okay, I'm going to stand here and spam the Y button for win. All right, I'm definitely doing this by myself, and 10 years jumping around him is like doing the low skill thing, clearly. Cut him up, man. The game gets a lot better once she gets chainsaws, I must say. It's a shame that you have to get so far into the game to get the damn chainsaw to make it fun. Yeah, that was Owen Wilson. The trouble with Owen Wilson is you have to say wow. Like, if you don't, I think people can pick up what it is still, but... Okay, so say you can do an Owen Wilson. Can anyone really do a Ben Stiller? I think a Ben Stiller impression is visual. Because if you didn't have the visuals, I don't know if it would read Ben Stiller so much. Hold on, I get this guy up and maybe Donald Trump can join us. Okay, 10 years, where are you? I'm low too. I'm low too. He's low. He's low. He's low. Okay, let's see. What would Donald Trump say about that? That was the most stupendous victory. You won. I won. We all won. We're going to do a whole lot more winning. Ben Stiller has a lot. Ben Stiller is manic, and you can't really just voice the manic so much. I don't know, man. It's not something I haven't given too much attention to the Ben Stiller. Hell, let's see what this surprise card is. No, it won't let me. I guess those are bosses I haven't bossed yet, huh? I feel like no one can beat the SNL guy doing the Trump voice. I've heard a couple of people that do it pretty good. The trouble is, like, there is like a downplayed Trump voice that only a few people are really doing. It's going to work if you're in costume. But because he has a lot of weird things he says that it's not always you know, out there. First Bayonetta had a weapon that was literally a pair of ice skates. I miss those. Let's see, who would say that? Okay, Barack Obama. The first Bayonetta had a weapon that was literally a pair of ice skates. I missed those. Not, you know, no claims here of doing it. I haven't had to do a Barack Obama in a while. I'm just glad Trump won so I don't have to do a Kamala, because I was actually working on a Kamala Harris impression, and it kind of made my throat sore, like if you were trying to do Vin Diesel all day. All right, give me something for Stephen A. Smith to say. I think I could do that. What people get wrong with a Stephen A. Smith voice is it's not always loud. You have to start quiet and build up. I would think either Lisa Kudrow or Jennifer Aniston would say my previous comment. Okay, hold on here. Let's see, Jennifer Aniston. Yeah, hey, yeah. The first Bayonetta, it had a weapon that was literally a pair of ice skates. I miss those. Yeah. She's always making those sounds. You see some of these animes now where I swear the girl characters are constantly grunting. Watch, what did they call it? The Cyberpunk Edge Runners. That girl's like grunting all the time. It's always And I think that's because they don't animate the grunt, and so they have an ellipses, and then they're like, okay, make a sound for that. I gotta run. Do some after stream care. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Thanks for dropping by. We're probably about to wrap this up. 10 years wanted to do a little bit of this thing here. Let's see if I can do Stephen A. Smith for that. What he said there. Okay. Oh, I gotta run. You're gonna do some after stream care. Enjoy the rest of your stream. And with Stephen A. Smith, everyone is a close personal friend. Bayonetta, she's a close personal friend. My mom used to breastfeed her in Harlem, Queens. For you to have the verbal tenacity to dare besmirch that young woman. See, it has to like, you start quiet and then you just start screaming something. You scream your point into existence. That's the Stephen A. Smith way to do stuff. And then I had, I thought one of my best voices lately was the Poplins from Mario Wonder. I gave them like a unique voice. If the damn Poplins show up in the next movie, I'm gonna have to have a talk with Nintendo or Illumination or whoever. She needs to say more than just get out. Come on. I gotta give Nintendo some like major credit here for not copyright claiming the game over the music. Like there's a lot of songs that play in this and yet we haven't had any issues. It didn't feel like losing. I guess I don't understand that. Did you see a timer? Because I didn't see a timer on that. Why do you keep choosing the first place? And did the chat go down? Like, it didn't seem like there's anything happening. Do we have a timer? Didn't lose that time, right? Like... I mean, okay, look, if you're going to grind this game, grinding it co-op is going to be more fun than a single-player grind running around. This is showing how many times we beat stuff, huh? Let's do him one star. We're going to have to lock in for this. We'll try. This will be the last one, okay? 10 years. Do consider getting Dead Zone Rogue. Like it... Or you have it, right? Like, but on PlayStation, did you say? I think we could play PlayStation versus and Switch 2 together. I think, but maybe not. I'm not sure. Maybe the people I'm seeing there are PC. I think he's looking at me. He's way off with some of these strikes. We got him. Come on, we got him. We got this. Cook him, cook him, cook him, cook him. Oh boy. We got him, right? Okay, good enough. I don't know what verse card is. What? We just lost? Did he not just die? What? Tag climax results. So you have so many you're supposed to do? Man, we made a lot of dough. Or kinda. I'm so confused.
Performance might make the back page of the classified.
So were we going against each other? Like, I didn't know what the hell was happening. I got a silver. Okay, so you said we're done here. Okay, I don't know. And then verse card 13 yet? Haven't we done 13? What's on 13? No, it's like verses. I thought we were kind of co-oping. But then if that's the case, why not let you bleed out while I finish the guy, you know? If I can finish him before your timer runs out, you're over there not getting points, right? I'm going to fire this up on CPU here with computer. He said number 13. I can't. I guess I got rewards. Sometimes we gambled and lost. Or actually, hold on. It wasn't we lost. It was I lost and you won that last fight. And I'm like, no, the guy died. Yeah, okay, whatever. Can't do number 13. But I guess we're going to end the stream here. 2.5 hours is probably a good stream time, right? All right, guys. So that concludes our time with Bayonetta tonight. Tomorrow we have 3 chapters. A big boss thing, Okay, so programmer didn't understand that mode either, so I'm not the only one. We've got a big boss. I'm going to work on my stream thing again. Try to get this look more cohesive. Probably a R-Wing battle, a ship. We're going to use the R-Wing because Nintendo won't give us a Star Fox game in a timely manner. And then probably like a big climax boss thing where we find out the identity of our mom or something like that. If you made it this far, wait until marriage. Counseling.